everyone, welcome back to Greyhack. I had a thought last night about random thought about an idea on how to get remote files from victims using Funny Game. This one's not going to work because we need a username. Let's see here. See if we can find the get remote file too. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now we're I'm going to show you where to get Crow really quick. So you come to your browser, type in Crow, and find crvs.net and download this. This is an AutoHack multi-tool that will help streamline a lot of the process again. So what we're going to do here is we're going to nmap the IP address, grab a port. It's like the only one we have is an 80 and an FTP. So we're going to Crow, and I'm going to do port 80. What we're going to be looking for here is an email address. We don't need a password. All we need is an email. So select user to decrypt password for, I'm going to decrypt the root just in case we need it. Grab my notepad. Root. Oops. Paste. Okay. And oh shit. Inistella is already on there. Okay, let's find a different one. That's interesting. I want to see if this works or not. Okay, here we go. Quit. Okay, so let's nmap this. Find the port. Crow. Paste. I'm just going to do port 80 one more time. Okay. Well, I'm going to grab the guest shell and decipher mail, because that's all we need, because we have a username right here. So the only thing we should need is this email address with this on the end to complete this guy's email address. So now we should be able to sign in to this email. .info, password of 323. Okay, create new email. We're going to send to Mendel. We're going to Funny Game it. Again, if you want a video on how to set up a server, let me know down in the comments. Copy that. Set up our R shell. Send. Mail not delivered. Okay. Mendelwu. Funny Game. Copy. Send. Mail not delivered. Why was it not delivered? Interesting. Nope, we have Hoop and Okila. No quiz. Okay, well anyways, that's the idea, is to do the remote file that way. So let's do this again. We're going to nmap. There's nothing there. Come on, I just want to see if this works. Okay, let's just, no, I want a little too. I need the buns. I need the buns. There we go. Okay. Nmap. Again, no ports open, damn it. Okay, fine, we'll do a 1. And there we go. Grow. Port 80. It's a lot of port 80s. Okay. 2. No. We need your mail though. So we're going to start this over again. Copy that. Paste. Enter, enter. Copy you. Paste. Info, copy, paste. Okay, so now we sign in to the new email address. Do that with the password. And boom, we're into his email. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Now, this time, work. Funny game. Copy. Paste. Port 1222. Send. Just ran. Hope it's Corey. Yes. R shell. Interface. Shell 11. And now we're in his computer. Epic. Okay, File Explorer. Replace. Can't believe that actually worked. That was so easy. That was awesome. Get remote files has never been more easy in my life. Okay, so now let's exit out of this so that we don't get whatever traced. Even though I'm supposed to clear my logs, I haven't been clearing my logs. I must admit I've been kind of bad about that. Okay. So we did a get remote file. The next thing I like to do, the next mission I love to do is corrupt data. Okay. So let's nmap this. Crow, port 80. And what we'll do here is if we can't get a shell, we'll funny game ourselves into the server. And then we'll funny game. Oh, wait. I need to make sure that I can do. So I need to open Viper. I'm going to nmap from Viper to get the kernel router version and search that really quick. Oops. Kernel router 512. Bank credentials, boot, prints, files of etc password, home. Let's see if we can what we can do here. So I just downloaded the source file for that. I'm going to take a look at it and see what we got. And I do not okay, so if file has permission root, then exit. Error, can't find. So no matter what, this is going to fail because we only have guest access. And I do not know how to edit this at the moment. But I will figure it out eventually. So I'm going to delete you. So where'd my Viper go? There it is. 1028 is not on there. So what can we do? I suppose we can find out if it's on a computer or a server. If it's on a computer, I might be fucked. If it's on a server, I might be able to get into it. Targets only have guests, but I should be able to. Oops. Crow port 80. Should be able to find the root password through Crow. So we'll jump in through that way. 0. Collect that root password. Use 2. Just want the guest shell, and we're going to type in shell. And open that, and then sudo s to escalate our privileges to root. And now we're in roots. Now we go File Explorer. Shrink you down and throw on Scanlan and see if this is on a computer or a server. So 1028, it's on a computer. Damn, I'm screwed. Not gonna be able to do this one. That sucks. Okay. Let's try this one. No, quit. Nmap. Paste. Crow. Ports 21. No. And now I'm going to Viper and map this way. Looks like we got a user shell, so that's good. 196. 92.802. Look at that. Okay, it's already there. Perfect. Perfect, because we don't have anything in our kernel router that'll help us anyways. Okay, so we're going to 2. No. 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 Yes. And we're going to connect the crow this way. Or connect through, or connect to the server through crow. There we go. So I'm thinking I might restart the game here soon and see if I can make it through, get myself up to Rep 4 by only funny shelling people, for funny gaming. While this is doing its thing, I'm going to... Oops. ES scan this baby, see what we got. Because I like using Viper to kind of scrounge around things. And now if we type in help, it'll bring up everything that we can use and red out things that we can't. So what happens if we airmon? Airmon start, we land 0. Oh, we're in. Okay, so now we... Oh, wait. Shoot. Control C. Crow. Paste port 22. We need to escalate our privileges really quick. Forgot to do that. So sudo s with the password of... Which one are we using here? Let's just use 0. No. Select 0. Oh, it was asking if I wanted to end all processes because I was logged into the... Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so root, copy, paste. Now we're in root. So now we can file explore. Come here, delete boots. I think that's all you need to do. Yep. But I'm going to delete everything because I can. And I'm mean like that. That way, if they're able to recover their boots, there's still nothing inside your computer. Mwahaha. Okay. So now we've done that. Okay. Now, so we did the corrupt data. Fuck it. How much money do I have? $2,500. That's not bad. Okay. Let's come back to jobs. I think I'm Rep 3 now. Nope, I'm not. How close am I to Rep 3? Pretty far from it. Okay. So let's do another corrupt, or another find. Let's do a find and delete. Okay, so now, and map, paste. Okay, and I'm going to open Viper again. shrink you down a wee bit, throw you up there, and map you. Because I don't think 17.5 is on there. Nope. Or 16.15. Okay, kernel router version 5.4.0. Search. We got jack shit for that one. Damn. Literal jack shit for that one. Suppose I could just do a shit ton of police records really quick and get myself up to Rep 3. Or I can get a remote file. Let's try that. Okay. Nmap. Shrinky dink you a little bit. Let's go for port 22. We're going to use Viper for this one. See what happens instead of using Crow. We'll use Crow to get passwords if we need to. Targets. Oh my gosh, we were lucky. Okay. So let's Crow ports 22 and grab an email. Zero. No. Grab your mail. Delete all this again. Grab your name. Paste. Grab your email address. Paste. Sign into the new one. I don't know why I need to copy and paste this into my notepad. I just feel the need to. Password is cool. Create new message to you. And we're going to funny game. You. Hope you find this game funny, person. Say. Just ran. Hope it's gory. Oh, it is. It's very gory. Getting right into the nitty-gritty of things. Okay. Oops. Select shell 12. File Explorer. Now I need my File Explorer. And engine specs. Okay, so now we can exit out of you. We don't need your email anymore. We can reply to you and attach engine specs. And customer is satisfied. Nice. Okay. Was that a big mission or a small mission? I can't remember. That was a big mission. Nice. Okay. Corrupt data level 2. Let's try it. See what we got. Nmap. Kernel router 523. Grants access to. Hey, look at that. We got one. Look at that. Hell yeah. Save. Oops. Did I save the source or did I? I already have one open right here. I did save the source. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to ESScan ports 25. And if we can't find a user or a root shell, we're going to use Crow to escalate our privileges. But it looks like we got lucky and we got a guest or a root shell. No, a guest shell. But we still need root privileges, so 25. So we're going to use 0, drop into that shell, and then we're going to sudo s 0 root. Grab that root password really quick. Daddy. Oh, Daddy. What? Huh. Did I crow the wrong port? Nmap. Paste. 25. Crow. Paste. Let's do 80 this time. Oh, come on. There we go. Failed on port 80. Target is behind the firewall. Okay, so there's an easy way around this. Copy. Nope, cut. That works too. Okay. And we're going to exit out of U and open another instance of Viper. And crack that password. You can also use Decipher if you want. Decipher works just as well. Just crack is a little easier for me, if you ask me. Because then you can just take the hash. Yeah, it was a different password. Look at that. Okay. Sudo s paste. Now we're in roots. And we can file explorer. No, I just closed it. File explorer, drop in LAN scan. Close. And take a peek at what we're looking at. So we're looking for 168.22.3. $22.3 is not here. Weird. I must have done the wrong one. 168.19.2. Yep, I did the wrong one. Oops. Okay. So what do we do here? Recover, Robert. So nmap that, and then we're going to crow paste port 80. No. Crow. Okay, let's nmap here. Exploit scan port 80 behind the firewall. Weird. Okay. ES scan port 25. targets. We got a user shell. Vote. Oops. Use 0, drop into that shell. Okay. Oops. File Explorer. etc password. Wait, I bet the password here is daddy. Sudo s daddy. Boom. Haha. File Explorer. Bring you over here. Come on. Drop you in here. Oops. Open you up. And now we can look for 168.22.3. Show gateway. Okay. Device details. So we need to get rid of this firewall. Oops. Okay. It's browser exe with the IP address on port 8080. And then we remove the firewall permissions here. Move selected. And then we cancel. Don't know what that did. Okay. So now we come here and we router test. And we edit our code that we found. Start with get password. Gray all that out. Place this with home. And then folders, get folders, file, 4 folders, no, 4 folder in folders, no, print folder dot path, and then we can end 4 right there. And black all this out. If I can. There we go. Save, play. Save as router test. Replace. Drop router test in here along with meta and crypto. Okay. And now come over here, router test. You go through this router so we can bounce off you. So enter that in there. It'll ask us for a LAN IP, which we can grab from right here. And it should print off nice. Okay. So now we need an email address. So now we crow. Now we use crow on ports. Well, let's get rid of this firewall really quick too. Show you guys really quick that works as well. So we can browser exe, that's router. So you can do this on routers and ports. So this is a router, or this is a port. This is a router. This is a computer. this is a server. Obviously phone, and every once in a while there'll be a camera in here. CCTV, whatever. Firewall. Delete all permissions. Remove. Now we should be able to create port 80. Haha, yeah. Okay. So now we're going to use 4. No. We already have root access, so we don't need that. All we need is your email. Okay. And we've got one here we're just going to use. Let's use cook. And we got email right here. Cook. At that.com. Sign into you. With Deo. And then we're going to Funny Game. This guy. Start a bounce. Apply our Funny Game. Just ran and hope it's gory. R shell interface. Shell 13. Okay. So you want us to corrupt this machine. So we're going to go ahead and File Explorer. Clean up our desktop a little bit. Delete boot. Oop. I suppose we need roots, huh? Okay, so 10. We're going to decipher roots, and this should be the password that we need. Daddy. There we go. Now we can File Explorer. And delete everything. Delete, delete, delete everything. Boop, 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 reboot. Exit. 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 Okay. So now we can reply to this. Customer satisfied with the job. We did it. Hell yeah. And with that, I think I'm going to call it here for the day. Maybe. Or I might do one more. There's one I have not been able to do. And I want to see if I can figure out how to do it. And that's find the hacker's computer. So let's do this really quick. If we can. Open our Viper again. I'm just gonna only do this if I have that exploit, by the way. 218. So I'm gonna try a couple times to see if I can find the exploit on the kernel router. And if I can't, oh my god, look at that, I found one right away. That was fucking lucky. Okay. Delete. Save. Close. Okay, now we're going to crow, paste, port 80. And we have a user shell. Hell yeah. Okay, 0. We need root password. We're going to throw in here. Oops. Paste. Okay. We're going to need an email address, so let's go ahead and decipher that. Just so I don't get confused here, let's call you root. Copy. Paste. There's our email address that we need. No. Connect terminal. Yes. Or Control C. Let's do this. Let's connect through Viper because it's a little quicker that way. ESCAM port 80. Should get the same objects. Oops, nope. Should still get the same targets. Use 0. Jump into that shell. Now we can sudo s. Copy. Paste. Now we're in root. Now we can file explorer and probe the system and see what we're looking at in here. Close. So we're looking for 10, 12, 8. It's right here. Okay, there was one with firewall on it. There's a router with a firewall on it, so we're going to disable that. Hello? There we go. Remove selected. Okay. Now we come over here and we edit our thing once more. Enter, enter, replace home, folders, get folders, file, for folders, for folder, in folders, print folder dot path, and for, and oops, I didn't want to do that one. We need that one. Oops. If. Don't need these ones though. So, grade all those out. Save that. Play this. To router test. And now we can drop router test over here. Again, along with Metasploit and crypto. Now another way we could do this too is let's see here. So we can drop Crow in here, and then we can Crow this device because this is on a server, not on a computer. So we could use Crow on this, but I'm going to use my router test because I can. I needed that open. Copy that. Router test, paste. Asking for LAN, paste. Starting attack, success, computer obtained with credentials from failed. So what if we do this one? Enter LAN. Error etc password not found. That's... Huh? Oh, shit. I did something wrong. Okay. /home. Play. Router test. Save. Okay, now it should work. We'll just minimize you for now. And you. And router test. Boom. Paste. There we go. That time we got what we needed. Okay, so we'll copy you. Paste. Copy. Paste. No, I don't want blacklist. I want to log in. Nope, wrong one. This one. Copy. Paste. Mistake. Paste. Create new email to... Not you. You. Funny game. Start a bounce once again. Grab that IP so we can reverse server or funny game it. And then we're looking for shell 13. And we're in. Now I believe if we sudo s paste, I believe all root passwords are the same. Yep, they are. Okay, now we File Explorer, come up here, come to var system log. Okay, that was not us. So what if I start a log viewer? Same thing. Okay. So we need to reply with the attacker's public and local IP. So what do I do from here? Ping 139.5391.94. Ping successful. So what did that do for us? Viper. Copy nmap. Hey, look at that. Okay, so we need that. And he established connection on 3306, so I'm assuming it's that. Nope. Public and local. So maybe I did it backwards. Maybe the game's weird like that. Nope. Hmm. Well, I don't know what to do here. Because we need to reply with... Oh, I closed my email. We need to reply with... No, I didn't. I'm just stupid. Okay. So the address is there in the computer here. You must reach from where the computer started. Reply to this email with the attacker's public and local IP address. Okay. Um,
473.
okay. I'm gonna look this up really quick, see if I can't find anything on how to complete this mission. Okay, I'm back. So what we need to do now is we need to hack into this guy's computer. So we're going to, because he connected through 3306, so we're going to exploit scan that port. Targets, we have a root computer, use 2, and drop into shell. Now we're going to file explorer this guy. Let's crow this IP address really quick. Oops. Shit. Crow IP ports 3306. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we can find the root password. And from there, I'm not gonna close you. Okay, I'm going to throw that IP there. And we found password, so we're going to sudo s into that shell. Now we're here, so now we can file explorer there. Home, John Wenker. Nothing. Okay. So let's scan LAN. Oh man. This one is quite a process, isn't it? I don't know how we're supposed to find out what computer he's on. Huh? Interesting. I wonder if you can hack into people's smartphones. You probably can. A lot of people connect to that one router. And they actually have security set up on 2 of their servers. Okay, so that was not the correct one. So which computer would it be? This one? I wonder if they're particular about the way you put it in. Nope. Well, I don't know. Shit. And I just exited out of it. Son bitch. Well, I'm gonna call it at that. Hope this video helped you guys. It certainly helped me. The wheels on the bus go round and around. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment in the section below. And as always, thank you for watching.